Hi guys, welcome to today's session. And today we are going to discuss about Abraham Accord, which is a very recent development in the global politics. And in this session, we'll first see what is Abraham Accord, and then we will discuss about what are the clauses of this agreement, and then we will see will the accord impact West Asia's conflicts, and finally we will discuss the implications of Abraham Accord for India. So that's how I plan this lesson. Let's now start. The Abraham Accord was signed by UAE, Bahrain, and Israel under the US President Donald Trump's mediation. So it is a tripartite agreement. This accord clearly marks a new beginning in relations between the Sunni-ruled Gulf kingdoms and the Jewish state. And it is the first agreement between Israel and Arab countries since the 1994 Jordan-Israel peace treaty. And under the agreement, the UAE and Bahrain would normalize the ties with Israel. So that is the core of this agreement, and this will herald better economic, political, and security engagement. We will now closely examine what are the main clauses of this agreement. So this agreement states that UAE would recognize the state of Israel and establish formal diplomatic relations with it, while Israel would halt its controversial plan to annex swaths of Palestinian West Bank. So that is the core of agreement, and Israel and UAE will finalize bilateral ties and cover areas of investment, tourism, security, technology, energy, environmental issues, and the establishment of embassies in addition to other areas of cooperation. The joint statement mentioned that Israel and UAE would also be forging closer people-to-people relations, and also Israel will focus its effort now on expanding ties with other countries in the Arab and Muslim world, and the US and UAE would be assisting it in achieving that goal. So that is the Abraham Accord agreement, and you know that we have discussed already that the US mediated in this process, and the accord offered a rare diplomatic win to Mr. Trump, whose foreign policy bets were either disastrous or stagnant, and he has called the agreements the new dawn of the new Middle East. So Donald Trump called this Abraham Accord as a new dawn of a new Middle East, and we hope that more Arab countries are expected to follow the suit. Agreements have the backing of Saudi Arabia, the most influential Arab power, and a close ally of UAE and Bahrain. And the ruler of Saudi Arabia is treading cautiously for now, but Riyadh has opened its airspace for commercial flights between UAE and Israel. So it is a new development, and we'll now see will this accord impact on West Asia's conflict. It is obvious that Abraham Accord have historical and geopolitical significance, but it is too early to say whether the accords will have any political impact on West Asia's conflict. Egypt and Jordan have signed peace treaties with Israel in 1979 and 1994 respectively, but Gulf countries are not frontline states in the Arab-Israeli conflicts. They had established backroom contacts with Israel years ago. What is happening now is their normalization, and the agreement leave Palestinian question largely unaddressed. Arab countries are signing diplomatic agreements with Israel bilaterally, and due to this Arab collective support for the Palestinian movement for nationhood is crumbling. But it does not mean that Palestinian question would fade away. The vacuum left by retreat of Arab powers from the Israel-Palestinian conflict is being filled by non-Arab Muslim powers. These non-Arab Muslim powers include Iran, Turkey, and other their allies. And the geopolitical sands may be shifting, but the core issue concerning Israel is unresolved. So that is about the Palestinian question. And if you see the emerging order, the UAE-Bahrain agreements are endorsing the region's emerging order, with the US in retreat and Turkey and Iran pursuing more aggressive foreign policies. There is a three-way context taking shape. Sunni-ruled Arab kingdoms is there, all American allies is there, and are realigning their geopolitical interest with Israel. And Abraham Accords are likely to sharpen this contest. So we'll wait and see in the future what is going to happen. And as we know, Mr. Trump and the signatories of the accord have claimed that they want to bring peace here. If so, they should address more structural issues, which include the unresolved question of Palestine. So that is it, and we will now see what are the implications of this Abraham Accord for India. India's stance is that geopolitically India has welcomed the establishment of diplomatic relations between UAE and Israel, calling both its strategic partners. And the foreign policy significance is that India has a stronger, multifaceted and growing socio-economic engagements with Israel and Gulf countries. Therefore, any changes in regional dynamics will impact India's strategic interest in the region. And it is India's balancing act. The new accord widens the moderate constituency for peaceful resolution of the Palestinian dispute, easing India's diplomatic balancing act. And also the possibility of southern Gulf becoming the new arena of a proxy war between Iran and Israel cannot be ruled out, particularly in Shia pockets. India would have to be on its guard to monitor such conflicts. And economic challenges is also there. That is, India has acquired a large and rewarding regional footprint, particularly as the preferred source of manpower, food products, pharmaceuticals, gem and jewelry, and also other engineering items. So this position could be challenged by Israel, which has niche strength in defense, security, solar power, horticulture, etc. So that is a threat to India. And also India-Iran relations are also impacted. For decades, one of the main sources of instability in the West Asia has been the Cold War between Saudi Arabia, which is a Sunni-ruled country, and Iran, which is a Shia-ruled country. So this accord may make the rift wider and more violent, thus testing India-Iran relations. So that are the possible implications of Abraham Accord for India. So that is it. That's all about Abraham Accord, guys. So this is a recent development in the global politics. You may please study about this and closely watch what are the new developments taking place under this Abraham Accord. So we will meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.